Who is that?
Who knows?
I don't think I know. Do you?
No, but it sounds like a team from the ACC.
I don't know. You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know who it is, but maybe someone out there knows whose fight song that is.
But, fun fact, this won't be today's poll question.
Okay.
We have a better one for you.
Well, let's get going.
Welcome to Picks from the Press Box.
All right.
Week 11.
11.
Season 2019.
So we've picked 100 games so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to tell the audience how we did?
Well, you went 10-0.
10-0.
I went
Wow.
I went 9-1. Only wrong one. I picked Ohio Wesleyan. You picked Worcester.
All right. Big upset. Big upset.
And-
Worcester won.
And Juliana picked
The cat.
the cat went 7-3.
That's pretty good for a cat.
Yeah, not knowing a lot about college football.
Well, and she just picked it because of mascots, right?
Yep.
And how much candy did you get?
A lot.
Did you?
A lot.
Do I get to have any?
Nope.
Oh, come on. I need some candy.
Fine,
So-
you can have some.
So we both had pretty good weeks.
Yeah.
So what's that give us a total for after 10 weeks?
73-27 for you. And
All right.
72-28 for me.
So we're real close. And if these were grades, we'd be in the low C range, right?
Yeah, we're not very.
But that's not bad.
No.
That's pretty
For
good.
at 100 games, that's not that bad.
All right, so what do you want to talk about from last week, big guy?
Well,
Besides candy.
Georgia and Florida.
Yeah, what'd you think of that game?
What was your thoughts?
It came out about the way I expected. A little closer than I anticipated.
You thought Georgia was going to blow them out of the
Well, I
water?
thought Georgia would beat them more easily. Pretty close game. I just, like I said before, was never that impressed with Florida. So, Georgia, I guess had enough to win.
Yeah, I still do think that there's a chance Florida wins the SEC East,
Okay, that could.
but that's very small chance if Georgia loses to Missouri or somebody.
Yeah.
But I'm not counting out Florida. I definitely do think they make the New Year's Six Bowl. They've played pretty well this season.
I just don't think that they're a top tier team by any means.
Well, and
So-
both of their two losses have come from a top 10 team,
Yeah.
top 8 team. So
Yeah, and they were on that stupid CBS network.
yep,
Where
your
they're-
favorite
Their intro says the best
game in
and the best conference. You know, that self-promotion stuff is unnecessary and really
It's just
rather
marketing.
distracting.
It's just marketing.
Another example of a regional broadcast
It's just
that
the
should be a
marketing.
national one. Why are they the only ones that does that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of it. It's almost like the political satire that they changed late night television into instead of just good commentary.
Oh.
But let's move on.
What about the rankings? The first the first college football playoff rankings came out. And
Yeah,
Ohio State is number 1 in the country. How about that? I'm
Yeah.
excited.
I'm not worried about it. It's about what I expected. At least all the same top teams are back again.
Are you surprised about Ohio State?
No, but it's still very early with their toughest games yet ahead of them.
They had one really tough game,
So, yeah.
Wisconsin.
So we'll see. I'm not turning backflips over it anyway at this point. I think there's so many big rivalry games yet to be played at the end of the season. It's all premature to get too worried
Man.
or too excited.
I love rivalry week. I'm
So-
so excited for rivalry week this year.
The
But
whole season,
let's be honest.
since teams don't play a very hard schedule early in the season, the whole season really comes down to
The last final week.
the last few weeks. And here we go again, beginning with this week.
All right, let's get into the picks.
So, except for Worcester's big upset, there weren't that many upsets last week.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right, let's get into these picks for all these games that you chose to talk about this week.
ACC Wake Forest goes to Blacksburg. I don't know. Voltech.
Yeah, Vatek. I'm going to take Wake. They're got a very good balanced team. They're favored. I don't know that much about either one. I can't say that I've watched either team in any detail this year, but I'll just take Wake. What about you?
I'm taking Wake to what?
Are we keeping you up tonight?
Okay. I'm not sure. I think Wake gets the job done. I think they are the second best team in the ACC behind Clemson, which isn't saying much, but if Clemson wins out, that does mean a trip to the Orange Bowl for them.
I wouldn't mind playing them in the Orange Bowl. I don't think they're that strong.
Well.
So, okay, we agree.
Yes.
Let's move on.
Big 12.
Our producer said do this under 15 minutes, so let's move on.
Big 12. OU got a scare 2 years ago when they lost to Iowa State. Let's see if Iowa State can scare them again.
Okay.
Iowa State versus OU.
So you're taking Iowa State?
I didn't say that.
Okay, I'm taking Oklahoma.
Yeah, give me OU. I think they're really mad about that K-State loss.
So we're just picking the same teams again, but let's go.
It's only been 2.
All right, let's go.
We still have 8 more left.
You're looking at my sheet. Go ahead.
No, I'm not. Big 10. Two of the only undefeated teams left. Number 4, by the way, Penn State travels up to Minneapolis.
Number 4 in the national rankings, right?
Yes.
Okay, the committee rankings.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna take Penn State. I think they're a stronger team. They're pretty balanced this year. I don't really sold on their quarterback play. They've got that one outstanding offensive player that is very fast.
KJ Hamler.
Yeah, their running game I think is adequate, and their defense is probably a little stronger than their offensive unit. What do you think?
I think Penn State's overrated, to say the least. I think they haven't played anybody. Michigan, yeah, they played better, and they only beat them. Penn State only beat them by 7. And then Pitt, they only beat Pitt by not very much, less than 10. My point is, when they play big, when they're in big games, they'll win, just not by very much.
All you gotta do is win.
Well, but I mean, when you face teams like Ohio State, that may be a problem.
Well, you said big games, they win, so we'll see. I wonder what Uncle Paul thinks about the message between the Michigan-Penn State game and who's really the better team. But Minnesota hasn't played anybody.
No, yeah, and then Minnesota's also very overrated.
Yeah, I think I have to agree there. So I'm taking Penn State. And who are you taking?
I'm taking Penn State. I think Minnesota has a good season, makes a good bowl game, but doesn't beat Penn State. The overrated Penn State.
All right, let's move on.
Pac-12. USC and Arizona State.
Are they the worst Power 5 conference?
Them or the ACC.
I'm taking Arizona State in a slight upset. I think Southern Cal may have better talent, but they've been roughed up. They've lost a lot of people. So many rumors about coaching changes. And I like Herm Edwards, so I'm going to take Arizona State.
Yeah, I'm going Arizona State too, at home.
You are copying me. Okay.
But no, I think Arizona State is should rightfully be the second best team in this Pac-12 South. And even though USC beat Utah, I think Utah will win the South. But that's beyond the point. Arizona State wins at home against USC.
Okay, we agree again.
And then the best game in the best conference.
No, gag me.
LSU versus Alabama.
Yeah.
We had the game of the century 8 years ago. And, well, that was 1 versus 2. This is 2 versus 3.
How can there be that many game of the centuries?
Because they're really good, and that's why.
Well, there's lots of good games. I can think of other games of the centuries that didn't involve them
1
in the
versus
past.
2.
Yep. So, who do you
Okay.
pick?
I just can't pick against Saban. I'm sorry, LSU fans. Saban's too good.
You think Saban's going to play?
No, but he's gonna coach,
Okay.
and he's gonna coach pretty dang well. And I think Tua Tagovailoa, or however you say his name, is too good for that LSU defense.
All right. And Alabama's favored?
Yes, Alabama is favored at home.
At home. Okay, well, I'm going to take a wild guess, and I'm going for an upset.
LSU?
LSU will beat Alabama this week.
Boy, gone.
What do you think?
No.
Okay. This will be one big game that'll separate us next week. All right.
So you really truly think LSU's gonna win?
I think their dynamic offense is good enough against a less than stellar Alabama defense.
I think Alabama's really, really good, okay?
Yeah.
End of story, period. Alabama wins.
All right.
It's time for the lightning round.
Zap! With some energy, let's go.
Louisville, Miami.
Miami.
K-State, Miami. Whenever
Okay.
I don't pick them, they win. Whenever I do pick
Okay.
them, they lose.
We agree this week.
But I think they can beat Louisville. K-State, Texas.
Ooh, I'm going to take another upset. K-State.
Yeah, K-State's much better.
You think?
Texas has 3 losses.
All
And
right.
they almost lost to Kansas.
All right.
Ouch. Bye. Give me K-State. Wisconsin.
Iowa, Wisconsin. I'm going to take Wisconsin, the big boys.
Yeah, I'm going to take the team that lost to Illinois and Ohio State. But they're better than Iowa. Give me Wisconsin.
Okay?
Illinois, Michigan State.
Michigan State, even though they've got a subpar season, I'm just not an Illinois believer.
Even though they beat Wisconsin?
That was a fluke. I'll take Michigan State rebounding.
I think it will be very, very close, but I think Michigan State wins on like a last-second field goal.
So you agree. All right.
Yeah.
And?
North Texas and Louisiana Tech.
Oh.
Very big game for this Conference USA.
So another Uncle Scott game.
Yes.
Sorry, Uncle Scott. I'm taking Louisiana Tech.
Yeah, Louisiana Tech's only lost 1 game, and it wasn't in conference, so I think they're the better team.
Okay.
At home, they get it. They win. All right, and it's time for the poll question. Now, last week, if you picked USC, you were right.
That was their fight song, right?
Yes, that was their fight song.
Okay.
But this week, it's not the fight song. It is who has the longest winning streak in the LSU
Win streak or won the most games?
winning streak. So who has like over the period of time, who's like 1990 through 2000, for example, Alabama's won all 10 games. That's probably not true, but
So what's your question?
who's done it? Like who in any period of time, who's done it longer?
In other words, historically, who's won the most games between the two?
No, in a row.
In a row? Okay, that's a good question. I don't know.
And it's either A, LSU, B, Alabama.
Okay. Well, send in your answers, and we'll be interested to hear who gets the poll question right this week. And it's good to hear from everybody. We'll look forward to hearing from you, and enjoy at least one big game this week.
But before you go, enjoy the best game in the best conference.
Oh, gag me
To make you mad.
on the worst network. Bye.
Bye.
With the worst announcer.